This is Taiwan Talk.
This is Taiwan Talk on ICRT.
I'm Eric Smith, and welcome to Taiwan Talk. Each and every person living in Taiwan has at least one thing in common. We are all consumers, whether of food, transport, goods, or services. Free enterprise is almost universally lauded as the best way to promote economic growth. But without someone looking over the shoulder of businesses, the temptation to cut corners in a bid to save costs could become overwhelming. Luckily for consumers in Taiwan, we have the 3-decade-old Consumers Foundation, a non-business, non-governmental organization that's devoted itself to being that person looking after the little guy. I sat down recently with the comptroller of the Consumers Foundation who explained a bit about the group's history and mission. We're speaking today with Dr. Terry Huang. You're a lawyer.
Yes, I'm a practicing lawyer right now. Yeah.
And a volunteer with the Consumers Foundation.
Correct. I am a director of the Consumption Foundation.
And basically, the Consumers Foundation goes and helps people in Taiwan who have issues with some product or some service that they feel that they were not given a
fair trade.
Right.
Fair trade. Yes, I would like to offer our power or our background to support our consumers in Taiwan related to in regarding to anyone who just faces some disappointment or have some unfair treatment when they are purchasing or when they make deals with businessmen.
And it's a non-governmental organization, and many of the people working here are volunteers, including yourself.
Yes. Consumer Foundation of Taiwan is founded in 1980s. It was organized by many foundation, our founders, and it is a non-government and non-business foundation in Taiwan. Yeah.
Your origin story, you have a very interesting story of how the Consumer Foundation got started. It got started when a chemical company started pumping toxic chemicals into the environment, and somebody had to step up to the plate and fight for the rights of the people living there. Can you tell me the story?
Yes. It was later in 1970s, because during that time, Taiwan is not so rich as now. So many of the factory they are organized. They just to collect the used oils from different places and then refine it. And during that process, they have to use a kind of a toxic material they call PCB.
Okay.
And then, but unfortunately, they did not have control very good. So the PCB is leaking and was merged into the products. And later, this refined oil was resold, distributed to many places, into some factories, some families, and people get that. They cause a serious disease. And then the environment also was polluted. So they caused a lot of huge areas of people. They just suffering from the disease. And then the government just doing nothing and know nothing about that in the beginning. But later, some volunteers, they including doctors or lawyers, they organize to find out the reason, find out how this happened, and then decide to ask the government to pay much attention to the safety of food and safety of the process to making food. And later, these volunteers, they just organized together. They found this foundation, so they called the Consumers Foundation of Taiwan. That was founded in 1980s.
So this is very much a grassroots organization that started in response to a desperate need for somebody to fight for the people.
Yeah, correct. Because we are all consumers. People consume every day, and consumers are everywhere. So they need receive fair treatment. And also, in the very basic, we need a safe environmental. We need a safe consumption. So we just start from that point. We ask have a safe food, safe water, safe transportation, and safe and comfortable housing policy. So that's where we started and where we work for.
When Taiwan Talk returns tomorrow, we'll find out how you can avail yourself of the Foundation services should you feel your rights have been violated. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Eric Smith.
This is Taiwan Talk.
This is Taiwan Talk on ICRT.
Welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm Eric Smith, and today we're continuing our chat with attorney Terry Huang of the Consumers Foundation, an NGO devoted to protecting the rights of all of Taiwan's consumers.
Taiwan is getting richer, but I don't think it is still safer because we import different kind of items, food, all kind of materials globally. So we have new issues in new times.
Yeah, you make a really good point. With globalization and products coming from everywhere and import and export, you never know really where something is from.
Yes. Also, it is hard to collect all the damage payment because the producer maybe is just imported products, maybe from New Zealand.
5 or 6 steps back.
Yeah, it is hard.
Gets lost in the...
Yeah, it is hard for us to claim all kind of damage. We also communicate with foreign consumer foundations. So we have a cooperation agreement with Hong Kong, with Macau, with Japan foundations of consumers, and also we joined a international consumers foundation.
And this is probably one of the keys to solving this problem that globalization has brought is cooperation with other organizations. Otherwise,
it is hard to. We just set up a complete
network of
defense line.
Right.
Yeah. So
you have your own labs. You have your own laboratories to check things.
Yes. We just put our best effort in financially to set up a laboratory over 25 years, because I think a tiger without teeth, it is not a tiger.
Correct.
So when Consumers Foundation has run his own laboratory, then we have
evidence and proof and science behind you.
Yes. I think we should always speak out on the basis of a reasonable and clear evidence.
And then you also have people who go around and are your volunteer soldiers, kind of, to go and check things, and you might almost call them spies.
The secret visitors
yes.
From our volunteers corps, because there are many senior citizens. They are our volunteer. They organize corps. They spend their spare time to become our secret visitors. Yes.
Where does the Consumers Foundation get their funding?
It's a big problem because our foundation is not a government fund organization, and we also it is hard for us to receive the big amount of donate from businessmen. We only receive the small amount donation from our citizens.
So from the general public?
Yeah, from the general public. So if you admire us, please give us all you can do. That's all we need.
I see. How does a person get in touch, and what's the process? Let's say I feel that my rights have been violated in some way, and I need the help of the Consumer Foundation. What are the steps that you should take to try to avail yourself of assistance from the CF?
Yes. We have we also organize a commission of legal assistance. We offer legal assistance regarding to consumptions. So this was supported by very many volunteers, lawyers. They will be in our foundations, in our office every week, 2 days, and then we welcome them freely. We just give them some advices. If it is needed, we would take their cases to fight for them, maybe in the court, or fight for them on on behalf of them to ask for compensation.
So the first step maybe would be to give a call to your office or check your website, www.consumers.org.tw.
Yes.
And then get in contact with one of the volunteer lawyers, present your case to the lawyer, and see what the lawyer suggests.
Yes, that is correct. It's what you said. We do these jobs. We welcome to call us, or maybe you can come to our office to face the lawyer, have an interview, and then we will take your case.
Well, it's really great to know that there's somebody standing up for the rights of consumers. Thank you so much for talking with us today, Director Huang.
Thank you, Eric.
谢谢.
谢谢.
I'm Eric Smith, and thanks for tuning into Taiwan Talk.